Hi YouTube, this is Karina, and I'm going to talk to you today about distractions on your way to your destiny. Take note. Now, as long as you're not trying to change anything about yourself in your life for the better, the devil's not going to mess with you because you're already doing what he wants. Now, when you decide to say, hey, I don't like the way that I react to certain situations or the way that I'm being spoken to, or I don't like something you don't like about yourself, and you go to God in prayer in secret and you desire for him to change it, you're almost always going to encounter distractions, or as I like to call it, spiritual attacks. Now, what I mean by the two, actually, one is a little more extreme than the other. A distraction is like when somebody is trying to take your eyes off of something, like, hey, 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 and it's like a minor situation that, trying to get your attention, on a little matter, a tiny matter. Now, a spiritual attack would be, it's a distraction, but it's a more extreme case of a distraction. Now, what I mean is, say you are asking God to give you patience. That is like when you will get your worst attack ever. Don't pray for patience. Pray for wisdom to know what to do when things come, because if you pray for patience, you will get in a lot of situations where you will be tested to see where your patience is. And if you know your patience is very short, you don't want to ask God to give you patience. I know, because I prayed that prayer and all kinds of things just came about. So now I'm just asking God, okay, give me the wisdom to know what things are when they come into view. Give me the wisdom to know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing to say, to do, to be, to have. Whatever you want to say about that. The thing is, whenever specific distractions come, sometimes they'll come in the form of your mind telling you, oh, that for you to want that, and you want God to give you this or that, whatever it is in your personal prayer time that you're seeking out from God. The adversary will come and tell you, hey, you can't do that. Those shoes are too big for you to fill. That is a lie, because if God created us and gave us a destiny, shouldn't we at least try to find out what it is, or what God wants us to do, where he wants us to go? I mean, distractions sometimes are very hard to ignore, but with God's help, you might fall down, but just get back up and just keep going until you make it. Sometimes a distraction will be a loved one, being catty just for no reason. I mean, there's many types of distractions. Like, I can't even name so many right now, but I'll explain that to you in another video. But the key to avoiding certain distractions, I would say, would be this: ask God to show you in subtle ways if you should walk this way or walk that way. Sometimes we don't hear God right away and we assume that we can just move forward. Sometimes we distract ourselves because we want something or someone so bad that we're willing to go way ahead of God to get it, to have it, to be a part of it. Now, if it's really meant for us to have, God will make sure we get there. Now, if we mess it up, God always has a plan B. We mess that up, he has a plan C. We mess that up, he has a plan D, E, F, so on and so forth. Now, the thing is, once you've decided that things that you do in your life are not working for you and you desire to change, there will be a distraction, but it's up to you to guard your emotions against it. Stop pouring out your feelings to everybody you meet. Stop thinking every girl or every man that approach you wants to be your friend, because sometimes they can be agents from the dark side. Okay, they are not always there for your best interest. Now, when you pray and ask God to send someone to mentor you or to talk to you, sometimes it may not just be like face to face. It could be through a programming on a TV show. It could be through program or a video on YouTube. Mentors are everywhere. You know, it's not really about following them day to day. It's like seeing if